dopeness. By all means, let someone else get high. There's no need for you to be in my mix fucking up my supply cause I can't cut this dope. This shit is 100% pure. So you can take me at full proof or take your ass over there cause I won't front this dope and I'm not giving out no deals. You can go elsewhere, but I guarantee it won't make you feel how this feel, and no, I'm not cocky. Baby, I'm confident. I know what I got. What I look like knowing my prices just so you can come and shop? So you can tell me what's it gonna be. Cause you can't sit here and get high off of me for free, but I don't think y'all was listening. So allow me to reiterate. Sit back, relax, and listen to the words I say. If you didn't catch it the first time, I said, my name is Miss Jaay, and I'm doper than ganja smoke that make you choke from the first toke so fire you get a contact high just from being around me. I said I'm doper than dope that flooded the streets in the 80s. By the end of the night, I had you hooked on my words and call all y'all my little crack babies addicted to the diction. So in love with my vernacular as I appealed to the masses like I'm code switching, I said, I'm doper than dope that Bobby and Wit was sniffing, but y'all not listening. And that's okay. Cause I'm gonna get you high today. It's Thursday. You done came in from your job and you was looking for some shit to do. There are two types of women in this world. There's the ones who sit in the dark crying, listening to Keisha Cole's I Shoulda Cheated. And then there's those who cheat. I cheated. I was late night creeping while my lover was sleeping and he never suspected a thing. What started as a one-time meeting turned to every weekend, and this man had my body calling his name. When I was alone, I couldn't help but think about how his lips on my second set would cause a flood to cascade, or how he had me pent up on his bed in so many different ways. Y'all, I couldn't think straight during penetration. His strokes had me hypnotized and losing concentration. I was wrapped in his demands and commands under specific timings, doing exactly what this man was saying as if his name was Simon. See, we would meet up at midnight and send all the way until dawn. But on one particular meetup, a few things began to go wrong. See, we were in enjoyment and back at my house when my lover walked into a view of me naked bent over the couch. I looked him in his eyes and I had to speak the truth. So before he can say a word, I said, baby, I'm just a reflection of you. And he told me I was tripping. I had to let him know that he be tripping too, and I'm on what he on, reflection and reciprocal, cause when it's up, it's all good, and I'll be trying to keep my cool, but if I gotta flip the switch, I promise I'll do worse than you. I just wanted TLC, but I'll be creeping too. I don't chase waterfalls, I just find a different dude. You ain't gotta bang my line no more cause I'm not missing you. Grew tired of the same song, so I found a different tune. Hey, now I'm in a better mood, no more faking orgasms. I can finally lose my tubes. You can't run game on me cause I went up in you. Everything's better over here cause he isn't you. He don't play mind games, and little baby listen too. He love it when I talk my shit, especially when we physical. It's way too big, ain't no way that shit fitting through. Not talking about his penis, but I'm talking about his ego too. I told him that I had never had an orgasm before. So he said, girl, I'm gonna fuck the poem out you. And my response was, nah, see, I'm gonna fuck the poem out you. Cause if you come and I don't, then technically, I'll fuck you. I'll suck the soul from your dick, I'll suck the soul from your pen while allowing you to penetrate the tablet of my throat. Scribble verbs into my esophagus while on your nouns I'll choke and I'll swallow every syllable. As you recite soliloquies, speaking monologues, asking questions like, damn, what has this girl did to me? As our silhouettes reflect off the wall to personify our scenery, picture this. A moment ever so bliss, and I'll lay this poetry down so good as your body will never forget and engrave stanzas in your flesh as proof this moment exists. A mere love confession is what you speak, a sonnet with slips from your lips, but don't fall in too deep. You said that you fucked the poem out me, and I'd be coming for the first time, yet here I am, still intact, and you've been coming since the first line. Dear men,
Yes.
intercourse is not a substitution for intimacy.
Okay.
In order for me to submit to you, you have to find another way into me. Try stimulating me mentally. Only then will I crave you sensually, and I'll probably be attending to your needs like, baby, did you send for me? Can you be my piece of peace when the world seems to be my enemy? Or would you also turn your back when I need you the most to be a friend to me? I was an open book that you just didn't take the time to read. There's no reading between the lines. It's all in black and white for you to see. You can't penetrate me to mask what I'm going through emotionally. That just shows me you don't care and opens the door for me to leave. You say you the man, right? Well, that means you're supposed to leave. So if you can't leave me properly, then baby, we not meant to be. I have been doing some thinking. And I know I'm not the best at math, but I do know 1 + 1 = 2, and a lot of the shit that y'all do just don't add up to me. So let me get this straight. You'll fuck her, but won't love her. And even with the possibility that you can make her a mother, you lie up being intimate but send sentiments and well wishes when those 2 lines pop up on the stick. So you'll give her dick, but won't send flowers. Want her to call you king, but don't possess that power. You pretending to be her knight in shining armor to get the panties when in reality, you're just a coward. You want her to let you lead, but you have no direction. You want her to be gentle, yet you show no affection. You want her at your beck and call, but getting you to do simple shit at all is out of question, sis. So you'll lay with him, but won't pray for him. Want him to cater to you, won't fix a plate for him. You want to get dolled up and go on dates, but when his pocket's low, you won't even pay for him. Won't give, but you'll surely take from him. Want him to be patient, but you won't wait for him. You want him to be a family man, but in yours, you got him feeling like there's no place for him. You want to be called queen, but you don't act like one. You want good times, but you suck out all the fun. You want him to communicate, but when it's time to reciprocate, it seems like you're the one who packs up and run. You want him to open up, then you tell his business. Want him to be faithful, but you hide in digits. What is this? This just don't make sense to me. See, we just out here swapping bodily fluids like soul ties don't exist. Being negligent with our sexual energies without the thought of wanting to commit. We out here asking for shit that we can't provide. When karma comes, we quick to try to hide. See, we doing shit and not owning up to our actions, causing each other pain, but we want satisfaction. This just don't make sense to me. This time I venture to new waters because this dating pool is full of peace. See, our problem is we be wanting to take and take, never wanting to give. Our problem is we be wanting to take and take, never wanting to give, forgetting that a relationship is 50-50. Until I can't carry my weight and he got to pick up my slack, so it's 80-20, or I got to carry some of his load, so it's 40-60. I know I'm mathing right, y'all. Keep up with me. A relationship is about balance. You're supposed to have each other back. So in the areas that I lack, you're supposed to pick up my slack. And the problem is, y'all want the other person to give 100% while you sit back and relax. And a real relationship just don't work like that. Before I hop into another relationship, I had a few terms and conditions. Cause see, I can love you, but know that my love will come with terms and conditions, so please read the fine print. No longer will I lose self to please man, so understand when I say, I can love you. I just love you more. No more will I shrink self to fit his image. I will not sacrifice to feel suffice. If I am too much for you, then take me off of your plate, because it's clear that your eyes was much bigger than your appetite. In this house, we don't play with our food, nor do we waste goods, so I need this first condition to be understood. If I am too much for you to handle, release me to someone who can. I demand respect and communication. I have no problem reciprocating, so when I release these words from my lips on a situation, don't let it be one-sided. I can be forgiven, but I hate when history repeats itself. So I'll shuffle the deck once, but after that, you're gonna have to play with those cards you're dealt. With that being said, condition number 2. Communicate with me and I'll communicate with you. I need you to comprehend, to understand, so we can overcome these problems that we're going through. I said, comprehend to understand, not just respond back. I'm trying to communicate with you. This is not a verbal attack. Condition number 3, I need you to be free. Not conforming to this world just so you can please me. See, I don't need you following the pack. I need you leading it, being yourself. I don't need you following that pack. So if you can't lead me properly, then I'll happily fall back. Condition number 4, if you want to leave, you can go ahead and walk out the door. Because one thing that you got to remember is one man don't stop no show. I'm not blocking no exits in attempts to hold you hostage so you can love me. I can do bad all by myself and make it look good when shit gets ugly. Condition number 5, we need honesty to thrive. How are we supposed to grow if we continuously living out a lie? If you can't be honest with me, I know you're not honest with yourself. And that's just a few of my terms and conditions that I dealt. So if you can't get with that, then you can't get with me. And if you want to go, you are more than welcome to be free. Do y'all remember caking?
Yeah.
Phone conversations, pacing, losing track of time, ending up in crazy places. Like, damn, how did I end up in this kitchen laid across this counter with only one sock to cover my feet? I just know the conversation wasn't that deep. See, my new love, he give me those kind of vibes. Like, we stepped in the machine and went back in time. He makes me feel like I'm back in grade school. In class, passing notes, the ones that read, do you like me? Circle yes or no, and you reply back in pen strokes. My heart beating in my chest, and I swear the whole classroom can hear its echo. And I receive your response in a breath I didn't know I was holding. It's let go. A smile graces my face, elated by your answer. And I got rosy red cheeks from my homegirl's banter. See, it was a young love, with such an innocent feel that pinched me. I must be dreaming, but everything is so real. And see, I always knew that I was a snack. Yet somehow, he seemed to convince me that I am components of a meal, full course down to the sides. Says, I look sweeter than a plate of yams with extra syrup, delectable to both his taste buds and his eyes. I always knew I was a snack. Yet somehow, he seemed to convince me that I am something like Big Mama's cooking on a Sunday after a soulful service. She put her foot, elbow, and love into this meal. He made me feel like I was more than what was plated. Said that I'm more than enough to keep his palate and his taste buds elated. He looked me in my eyes and told me I'm soul food and he sure could eat. See, I love him so much, and if I could never say I love him again, he would still know because I display it in my actions. They speak louder than any word, so if from my lips I love you was never heard, I would simply demonstrate my love to you using verbs. Yeah, I studied your love language using Rosetta Stone until it became second nature. I nurture your every need and plant seeds just to show you how deeply I'm rooted in you. I'd send Morse code messages through gentle caresses on your melanin just so you'd understand. I love you now, just as much as I love you then. And if my touch wasn't enough, I'd find other ways to show you how much I love you. If my lips could never tell, I'd use ASL just so you can see. I know love can be blind, so I'll use braille letters to define just so you can feel how much you mean to me. If my lips never could speak, and from my mouth to your ears, those words never did meet, I'll continuously find ways to show you I love you. I've got me close and never let me go kind of love. That anything you need, I'll get it. Just let me know kind of love. A shoulder to lean on, don't lose hope kind of love. A dope kind of love when we're apart. I can't cope kind of love. I got the best kind of love. When I hurt, you hurt. You feel it in your chest kind of love. Obsessed kind of love. Each day I remind you of my inner beauty. How can I forget kind of love? I got a vibe that'll make you lose track of time kind of love. That I refuse to share. It's all mine kind of love. Divine kind of love. One of a kind of love. One of the send tingles down your spine kind of love. Got you singing hymns. This little light of mine kind of love. See, I got a bliss kind of love. One of the how you walking around talking about, I usually don't do this kind of love. I got a love that'll make you feel like if loving me is wrong, then you don't want to be right. So if being right means being without you, you rather have a wrongdoing life kind of love. And in a world full of megs of stallions and city girls, I am India Irie. Cause he is the truth and he is so real, and I just love the way that he makes me feel. But I'm also Erica Bobby. Quick to tell you to call Tyrone, but baby, my phone cannot be used. I'm no longer the bag lady, so make sure you come packing light. There is no room for any extra baggage on this flight now. I love my girl, baby. We had an understanding when she said no pain, no gain. But when sis said having a piece of man was better than having no man at all, she was surely insane. Cause I need all of you to love all of me. And in exchange, I'll do the same. I need a soldier in here. Someone who can stand the rain. And you can step if you're looking for me to be my step. If she's had you once, I'll let her have you all the time. I'll hand you the scissors if you're looking for me to be scissored. I've had my dealings with the weekend. I'm not looking for no weekends. If you can't be my Sunday through Saturday, then you can jump off a cliff into the deep end of water. If you're not looking for lasting love like the old days, then why bother to approach me? And I hope you was taking notes, see. If you're looking for me to be your Meg Thee Stallion, your city girl, I am not her. So I suggest you go and search of the woman that you prefer. So y'all know how men be thinking with their other head? Well, I was thinking with my clip. It had been a long week at work and I wanted to get in some shit. So guess what I did? I called up my homegirls and we stepped out to unwind. And the moment I stepped in the building, I knew exactly which man would be mine. So I strutted on over to the bar and next to him I took a seat. It wouldn't be long before we started to talk and he would offer to buy me a drink. Now, my plan, it's on. And it's in full effect. I wanted this man bad, and usually what I wanted, shit, I would get. His conversations were smoother than Tennessee whiskey, and his complexion was the color of Douce. This man was like wine. No doubt this man was fine, and the longer we seemed to talk, the more I wanted to refill of his time. Now I usually don't do one night stands, but this night, anything was possible. I was on a mission to get them digits and was willing to overcome every obstacle, a bit hesitant, but my lady downstairs whispered, "Girl, what's stopping you?" So I proceed on with my mission, knowing I playing the lead on him good, and before he woke in the morning, shit, go missing. But little did I know this would not be a one night stand, and this man would have my mind gone. Sit back, relax. Let me tell you how I fell in love with Mr. Wrong. I planned to beat the sunrise, but that pipe had me sleeping in until noon. He gave me breakfast in bed, some good head, and asked if I would be leaving soon. I know I should have took my ass to work, but he convinced me to call in. And from that moment forward, my descent into madness began. See, he took me out on dates. He bought me gifts. We consistently spent time. We talked every day, and when we weren't, he was always on my mind. He had me all in love with my nose wide open. Willing to give relationships a try, even though in my past I've been broken, but I was hoping that this time would be different from the last. Instead, he had me wishing I would have left him in my past. It was like a switch flipped once he drew me in. See, he began to get inconsistent. Tried to convince me I was tripping, and he would explain everything if I would just calm down and listen. He would lie, but make it sound so sweet. And he always had to come back for every accusation I would speak. This man had my mind gone. You see, I was doing pop-ups, stakeouts, late-night drive-thrus just to see who was at his house, calling on his back just to see who would answer. And when the math wasn't mathing, shit, I was interrogating him for answers. But like I said, this man had my mind gone. But I knew I wasn't tripping when he had females coming to me as a woman on my phone. Now it's these females be lying because they want what we have, and that was my sister playing on your line because I'd have made her mad and a whole bunch of other shit instead of telling me the truth. When there was no point in lying because in my messages, lied the proof. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned, and I was ready to burn all his shit down. But I decided to play it cool. Continue to play my role as a fool, cause see, he had hurt me and I wanted to hurt him too. But I had to hurt him worse than he hurt me. And he had met his match. Soon enough, he would see. I thought about fucking his best friend, but then thought, that'd be too easy. And it wasn't low enough for me. And then I got this bright idea that the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So my lover that walked into the house with the guy and me, and he saw us nude bent over the couch, that was his daddy. I have to get my get back somehow. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. However, I'm somebody's shot of Hennessy off the rocks with no chaser. I will not apologize for how you ingest my adjective, nouns, and verbs because these words are for my consumption. I'll pour these similes and metaphors into my cup because I know I'm just enough to get somebody fucked up. I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's glass of tequila that makes their sunrise. And if I'm not mistaken, almost everybody loves the sunshine. And if you happen to be in that number who doesn't, then that's on you. I'm still gonna do what I do, how I do it. I know I'm a tall glass of water and I don't need validation from others to prove it. I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But I'm somebody's glass of wine when they feel the need to be dying on a long day. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But I'm somebody's glass of Jose, Douce, Rose, Tennessee whiskey, or shit, I already said it, Jose. Moral of the story is, I may not be what you prefer in your cup, but baby, I'm just enough to get somebody fucked up. Miss Jaay. But I sure hope y'all enjoyed yourself tonight.